Hey guys, it's Kyle Thompson here with the Thrustmart Real Estate Group, bringing you the monthly market update for single-family dwellings. Let's jump right into it. So, last month we had 52 new listings, 39 new sales. The average list price was $826,606. The average sale price was $788,451. It took an average of 61 days for properties to sell, and we ended the month with an active inventory of 252, which gave us a monthly supply of inventory of 2.94, which puts us into seller's market territory when using the monthly supply of inventory method. If we take a look at the sales to new listing ratio instead, last month we came in at 75%, which also puts us into seller's market territory. I do think that those numbers are slightly misleading due to low sales volume. Now let's jump over and take a look at the inventory. New listings continue their downward trend for the 7th month in a row after peaking in June. It is common for this time of the year to have low inventory and sales volume, as well as a higher percentage of expireds, which is exactly what we see for the month of December. We had 39 new single-family dwelling sales and 49 expireds. This will likely be the low point. I expect things to start to pick up a little bit in January and continue to pick up as we move towards the spring, especially if this warm weather keeps up. The price of a benchmark home in Kamloops fell $11,200 from $661,200 in November to $650,000 in December. To keep all these numbers in perspective, let's take a look at the 10-year averages. Starting off with new inventory. We ended 2023 with 1,940 new single-family dwellings listed throughout the year. That's the third lowest in the last 10 years and is about 7% below the 10-year average of 2,077. When we jump over and take a look at the units sold, we see that last year was the worst year for sales in the last decade by a fair margin. We ended the year with 1,030 sales, which is 23% below the 10-year average of 1,331. Now let's take a look at the stats by sub-area type, starting off with units sold. Most areas were down for the year. Of the areas that had high sales volume, only Westside, North Cam, and Pineview were positive on the year, increasing anywhere between approximately 8 to 14%. Now let's take a look at the average sale price by sub-area type. Once again, most areas were down on the year, with the exception of Heffley, Campbell Creek, Sahalee, Cherry Creek, and Dallas. Most of those areas have low sales volume, so it's easier for the average sale price to move significantly both up and down. That's why you see on the right-hand side of the chart that the percentage changes get more extreme. Now that we've seen what's happening with prices and sales, let's take a look at how long it's taking properties to sell. Once again, we'll start off with the 10-year average and then progressively zoom in. In 2023, it took an average of 48 days on the market to sell detached homes, which is exactly on pace for the 10-year average. If we look at the trailing 12 months, we see that in December, it took an average of 61 days to sell, which is 11 days above the 12-month average of 50. Finally, let's take a look at average days on market by sub-area type. Most areas took longer to sell in 2023 than they did in 2022. Areas closer to the city center fared much better than the outskirting neighborhoods, which took much longer to sell on average, with the exception of Realty, which actually had the fewest average days on market. The fastest moving areas were Raleigh, Westmont, North Cam, Barnhartvale, Brock, Sun Rivers, and South Cam, all with an average days on market of 40 or less. The areas that took the longest to sell were Monty Lake, Campbell Creek, Paul Lake, and Sun Peaks, all of which averaged between 94 and 130 days to sell. That's all that we have for today. I really hope that you're getting some value out of these market updates. If you are, please consider liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel. And as always, if you have any input on things that we can add or change to these monthly market updates, please feel free to leave your comments and suggestions in the comment section below, and I'll get to them as soon as I'm able. Thanks for watching.